Bueno, estamos aquí en Madrid con The Royal. Vamos a hacer una pequeña entrevista para Goetiamedia. Bueno, first off, thank you for taking your time.
No worries, no problem.
How are you today?
Doing pretty good. Good. We had a long drive. We went from Barcelona to Madrid, so we're a little bit tired, but that's okay.
6 hours of sleep in the van.
Yeah. Always
That's
done.
hard.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
it's great. It's my fun.
Oh, how has this tour been so far?
Actually, pretty good.
Pretty good,
We've
yeah.
been to a lot of countries. We did another tour before this tour, so we've already been touring for like 4 weeks. But we've seen a lot of countries, and it has been great so far. So we've enjoyed it a lot.
Any memorable moments on tour?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
For
that
sure.
was this one memorable moment when we before our headlining tour, we toured with Dream Shade,
Yeah.
and they invited us when we had our day off,
In
and they
Switzerland.
they said, "Yo, come to our place and have a barbecue with us,"
Oh,
and
it
we
was
joined
great.
them, and it was
great. Yeah,
it was amazing. It was
It's the best time ever. Like we don't get a lot of days off.
Yeah.
So when we do, it's nice to go do something. But the singer from Dream Shade, he lives in the mountains of Switzerland, in the Italian part, so it's very beautiful. But he invited us for a barbecue, and we had a good night. It was a good day.
Sounds good.
So this memory for this tour is actually not a show. It's the best memory is a day off.
Yeah.
Well, so how did you guys all meet up together to form the Royal?
Funny story. I've been playing in bands since I was like 12, 13 years old, so it's a pretty long time already. But in, what is it, 2012?
11 or 12.
No, 12. I had a different project and that didn't work out, so we quit. I knew him before that. We were buddies before that, and I had the intention to start another band, which was eventually the Royal. And he didn't actually sing before that, so he didn't play in bands or nothing.
No.
But I was like, okay, dude, I'm gonna start a new band. You want to join me? He's like, he asked me like, what do I have to do? I was like, I don't know. Why don't you go sing? You know, go scream. He was like, but I don't know how to scream. I was like, yeah, figure it out. So within 2 or 3 months, he wanted to figure it out, and he put all his effort into it, and now we are here.
Eventually I figured it out.
Yeah.
I was like, the first time I figured it out, I was like, hey man, I know how to scream. I know it now. He was like, oh what? Yeah, let's try.
That was good. Like, and then we met the other members because it was hard to find a drummer where we are from. Yeah, you know it. So we had some problems with that. But the thing I did is I went to take drum lessons because I was like, well, if there's no drummer, I'm gonna take lessons myself. And actually, my teacher was Tom, who is now our drummer. So I was like, because we started jamming out, and he asked me what songs I like, and well, we jammed to Parkway Drive and stuff like that. And he said, and it just clicked. He was like, I like the same stuff. I'm like, well, I'm in a band, so why don't you get on board? So that's where it really started, and at the end of 2012.
Well, let's talk about the new album, 7.
Sure.
How do you
Oh,
discover?
7. This is a new record, 7.
Yeah.
It has been released March 31st. Yeah.
What was the creative process for this album?
The creative process.
The creative process was more of a.
It was hard.
It was hard.
It was
but
a hard
you had to
process.
get into some kind of flow to
We really had to dig
get
deep.
started.
We really had to dig deep to find the Royal in there, because we did Dreamcatchers, was our previous release, and we are a band and we have a lot of different influences. Like, I listen to completely different music than he does, and the same with our drummer, who also writes a lot. So it took like about a year, I think, to really make it come together. But it's always like, the music is always the hard part. We really wanted to take it to the next step and push ourselves to do the best we could at this moment. So, but I think we did, and it was a long road. But it paid off in the end. Like everything fit together perfectly, and we're happy with that. So that's how pretty much how it went.
Okay, talking about the lyrics, I understand this is a very important aspect to your delivery. What message, if any, do you want to address to them, and where do you draw inspiration? Right.
Yeah, the lyrics are mostly stuff about positivity, love. You know, inspire other people. You know, just get creative and don't limit yourself in trying to do stuff. Just experiment. You know, that's what we try to do, and also as a band, because that's what we stand for.
Yeah.
Just to be creative and try different things.
You gotta be yourself. It's important. I think like we both write a lot of lyrics. We do that that part. But I think like we are generally a band that we like to give people some positivity. Like if we go to shows, we like to talk to people. You know, same thing we did with the previous album. Although the previous album was more based on like personal issues.
Yeah.
So like depression and stuff like that. Yeah. Also stuff like that we have been struggling with ourselves within the band. But this album is more about the general, you know, purpose in the world. So there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of problems, and we really wanted to address some stuff that needed to be said. So it's like all kinds of stuff. We talk about the media, we talk about like the environment. It's all kinds of stuff. But it's the thing with our lyrics is we are not going hating on everything. It's not like this is shit, no. We just say like, okay, the world, it's a messed up place, but we need to do our best to be ourselves, and everybody needs to pursue their dreams, you know, and be who they want to be, because it's just too much shit going on and too much people not being happy. So whatever we can do to help at least one person, that's why we do this. So.
Cool. Well, the new album just been released, but are you guys hearing any feedback or reviews yet?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, well, this is our first label release.
I know it.
Yeah, well, and this is great because we spend a lot of time talking to labels and talking to the people, because we really wanted the label that was backing our purpose, you know, and was behind what we do.
Yeah.
And we found a label in Long Branch Records. They really support what we do. They understand what we do, which is important. But they also have like amazing contacts, and they've been helping us promoting this album. So we've got amazing features. We've been in the best magazines, and well, we are very humble because we appreciate that they did this for us. Well, there's also nice reviews coming back, so we can't complain. It's like we did our best, and people appreciate it, so that's good.
Okay, what are you guys listening to right now?
What did you listen to in the bus?
In the van, in the bus.
Yeah.
I listen to all kinds of things. I can listen to some electronic stuff, maybe some symphonic stuff, or you know, like this typical movie soundtracks.
Oh,
You know, it's for me, inspiration is everywhere. You know, I take some parts of, like, I don't know, some electronic stuff, try to get the melodics, you know, I put this in some bar tracks. Maybe it will work, maybe it doesn't, but you know, if you don't experiment, it will never work. But
You did actually. You did with the interlude. This album.
That's
Yeah.
true. I
did
did it. Yeah, the interlude was inspired by Interstellar. Interstellar. So if you listen to it, maybe you can
hear the elements.
you can relate to the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's how that's what I listen to. I listen to almost everything.
So what does the Royal have planned after this tour?
We finished 4 weeks of touring now, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, not sure. And then in the summer we're gonna do some more tours, some more festivals. We're just gonna play a lot this year. We're just gonna tour a lot, play a lot of things, and try to get our name out there, build up, and promote our music. And we also are writing again, so so we're going to immediately go on with the next album and just make a lot of music, play a lot of music, and a lot of shows.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Cool. Thanks again for your time, and
Thank you for
I
coming
hope
here.
you have a nice show and a
Yeah,
nice
for sure.
fitness tour.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Adios!